it up for me to get there.
Yeah, so I would hit local coffee shops first, just to kind of ease into it, to feel comfortable. A lot of times, yes, a lot of times when you're dealing with restaurants, you're actually in a local
Yeah, so if you were going to use that, so like just a copper or something in the ground, just without the stick, yeah, that works well. You would want to put some coils or something on the top to bring that down into the rod. But a lot of people do that where they just buy those copper, they have the copper rods, you know, Lowe's or something, and they're not fully copper. They're stainless steel, some of them in the middle, but that's totally fine because you can use stainless steel or corrugated steel for magnetic antennas. Yep. So you want the copper in the ground a good like 2-3 inches. Yep.
They've got chickens. Let's get some more.
No chickens.
We need some more.
No chickens. We already got 33. No.
We need more.
No.
Yes.
It will turn like pink, like bright pink. It looks amazing. And it is a little bit more of a crunch. So all you're going to do is, the kicker on this is to add salt. And the problem is when people make sauerkraut, it's hard to determine. A lot of times it's too salty. So what I do now,
The spot that was ready for us, we went over there and it was
That's all I couldn't remember. Okay, great. So that's it. So that'll be that's
And it just everything's very flavorful. All the juices just kind of.
I'm sorry you had to go so much trouble.
Yeah. And then we have 35 years we've been in business. We haven't owned it for 35 years, but we have 35 years worth of son of an owners have sent us these recipes. So a few years back we made a real
Hello.
get clogged up. Or if you do want to use it, you can, but then you have to take the lid off. You have to stir it, get your stir dirty, and then you're wasting some of your good fermented honey. Unless you need it. I have a refrigerator now, and that's where all my stuff goes, all in the back. I have solar now. The sun might go down. If that's the case, I put it in the root cellar.
It's easier, but we can also take whatever card.
No, we go better.
That number refers to the size of the ring, the hole on the old wood stove, the old wood cook stove. So you take the little hole out, and that's a number 8 hole, and this would fit tight against there. So then the fire just going right up to the bottom. So the different size holes represents the numbers. So when you find different numbers, and just how this one has these little pits on it, a lot of time, I think it's natural gas can cause these little deterioration like that. But that's what the number.
They already have it. No, don't wear the earpiece.
I'm kind of, I would say, the opposite.
Cut like little buttons. Stick them in there with some fresh dill and garlic. It's so amazing. So you cut up the carrot buttons, put some fresh dill in there, some garlic in there, and it's like when you pay, $10 for a jar somewhere in a flea market or at a fair or something like that.
How long do they last?
The carrots, they can last almost a year. Yes. Okay, so she asked, this is another question. So, this is another step, and I
Why won't they let anybody come look around? What do they not want people to do? When you find when everybody wants the bigger ones, you got any 12s? They sell 12s, they sell 14s, you can find 16s, they even have a 20-inch. But then you got to remember, you're going to have a stove big enough. Like, you're not going to put a 20-inch cast iron pot on a little.
The Lakoski coil for that, if you were going to. Yeah, it would just help it grow. So you can start this from seeds even. So if you're germinating seeds, even young growth, you would just stick like a toothpick or a little twig. If your place isn't very strong, that ground, depending on where you're at, on ley lines of the earth, if you're in the woods, if you're in the desert, what's being sprayed, it's beneficial for all things. So some say that you can't use aluminum. I just personally wouldn't, just because of all the aluminum issues that people have right now. Yeah, I would put that in my soil, but people do it. Yeah, for sure.
And if you already have a tote, and if you already have some sort of metal, save yourself that much money. And a lot of times you're already going to have an older battery charger. Now, if you're going to start doing it like full time, like mine runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I had that bigger one. I bought a power supply. Like you can go on Amazon and buy a power supply for like guys making these gaming computers, but it'll put out the 12 volts. Like I bought a 750 watt one, I think, but I burnt up a lot of battery chargers because the battery charger just isn't made to go day after day after day, week after week. Like this one does have a little cooling fan, but most of the old ones, like you're going to have at home, they don't have fans and stuff in them. They eventually just burn up. So I found out about the power supply. It works great. Years, and even that thing was only like I think $65 for one. It's just a little bit of work because you got to wire it yourself. So you're going to have to find out which wires are negative, which wires are 12 volt positive, so you know how to make them. You know, battery charger is simple. You got 2 clamps, so easy peasy. A solar, well, I have my solar generator right here is running it right now.
Yes.
Question, can you use a grinding rod, 8 foot, solid copper grinding rod? Is your rod the same?
Yep, for sure. No, so you can use that, and then at the top you would just put more of an antenna coil coming off of it, and then the Fibonacci spirals coming off. Yeah, but that works great.